I'm Dar with the Healy Technology Report. Today we're going to have a look at a product called Cell Phone Switchboard. And what it allows you to do is if you're a company and you've run off of cell phones from day one and now you want to get to the next level. And so you need a main number for your company, and when people call that main number, you want to be a little bit professional. Maybe you have a receptionist, maybe you don't. But when someone calls that main number, you want your cell phone to ring, as usual, but other people in the company as well, and take a little bit of that pressure off of you. So Cell Phone Switchboard allows you to have a number that rings multiple cell phones, and if no one answers, it goes to that professional greeting. Hi, thank you for calling. If you know the extension, please enter it now. And then if they want to leave a general voicemail, they can do that, and it gets emailed off to you, so it goes to you or multiple people, and it just takes everything to the another level. So we're going to jump in and see how this is done. You can find out more about Cell Phone Switchboard at www.simplebusinessphones.com/switchboard. I'm Dar with the Healy Technology Report. Let's jump in and see how this is done. Okay, so here is our portal, and you'll get the URL to get here when you sign up. We're going to click OK to log in. Now this is our dashboard, so you can see here we've got an extension 100. That's if you have an actual reception and you have a reception phone, then you have extension 100 is where all your calls go. Now that's also your general voicemail box, so you'll be able to check that. Now we've got a couple ring groups. We've got a reception ring group. That's when someone dials your number and it's going to ring a bunch of cell phones, one or more cell phones. This is where you set that up. Now we've got a couple options. In this case, for Gentleman Electric, you press 2 for accounting, press 3 for Dustin, press 4 for Brian. And so we have the phone numbers that ring when people press those numbers. They're set up here. So we're going to have a look at that as well. You do have the ability to change your password, and you set that up here under account settings, so you can see that here. There is a dashboard. That's where we were just right now, and then these are the different settings. So we can have a look at the call detail reports, the different calls that have come in here. You've got the operator panel, so if there are current calls, you'll be able to see those here. The recordings are where you have what people hear when they dial in. So we've got a Gentleman Electric greeting here, and that's when someone phones in, it dials the cell phones. If no one answers, it says, thank you for calling Gentleman Electric. And so that we can listen to that here or download that file. Now we've got the ring groups. Let's have a look at the ring groups here quickly. So we can add additional ones, or these are the ones that are currently set up. Now reception at 300 is common. You'll always have that. So we're going to click on that to have a look at it. And what you see right now is extension 300. You always want to have a strategy of enterprise here, but then we've got the phone number. So you can go in here and we can add another phone number. And then confirmation prompt, we generally want that in here. And timeout destination. Now, if someone does not answer these calls after 30 seconds, it's going to go to the switchboard. And again, that's hi, thank you for calling Gentleman Electric. If you know your extension, please enter it now. And then all we do is we click save. Now what you notice is there's only 2 places for a cell phone, but as soon as I click save, there's an additional place for putting another cell phone in here. So you can add as many cell phones as you like to ring here. Now we're going to go back and we're going to have a look at the Brian option. So again, it says press 4 for Brian. And so what I've done here is we've got extension 302. Now this should be enterprise. Make sure that says enterprise. And then we've got a cell phone number here for Brian. If Brian does not answer after 30 seconds, it's going to go to the general voicemail box, and that's what we see down here. So we can select that, but there's a bunch of other destinations we can select as well. This is supposed to be at voicemail, so I'm going to save that. Okay, so the last thing we're going to look at really quickly here is the IVR menu. Now this is where we set up the menu. And there's one here always called 400, and that's the main switchboard. And you can add additional ones of these as well. So it's going to play that greeting that we had a look at, and then these are the options that people have to press. So if you press 2, it's going to dial Dustin, but we also have the accounting one, which is probably the one that should be 2 and 3 and 4, and then we've got a couple options in here that you can overwrite. One is if you press 7, it's going to allow you to record a new greeting. So if you do want to change your greeting, you would just dial in your main number, and then when you hear the message, you press 7, and it'll ask you for a password, and then it'll ask you to record your new greeting. So when you record new greeting, it does show up under that menu called recordings, so that you can select it from this menu here that says greet along. And then there's an 8 here as well. Now all the voicemail gets emailed out to you, so you don't need to phone in to check your voicemail. It's going to come into your email, and you can listen to it that way. I'm Dar from the Healy Technology Report. Find out more about the cell phone switchboard at simplebusinessphones.com/switchboard. I'm Dar with the Healy Technology Report. Thanks for watching.